In this video, we'll demonstrate how you can build UX components that have list controls that allow you to drag and drop items from one list control to another list control. So you can see here we have two list controls. The one on the left has data, the one on the right doesn't. And if I tap and hold and then drag into this list, I can move items from the list on the left into the list on the right. If I want to move Kathy Morton above, say, Amanda Higgins, I just move it over there and you'll see it'll go in above Amanda Higgins. Now if I want to move Kathy Morton back, and I can just move her back there and drop it on Alison Berman, it'll go in above Alison Berman. So let's go there and drop that around, and then go back and then drop that, say, over there, and then go take Alison Berman and drop this back over there at the end of the list. If I take Kathy Morton and drop this, it's going to be at the top of the list. So you can see that basically we've got dragging and dropping between lists, and then when you tap and hold, we switch our mode into our drag move mode, and we see a representation of what it is that we're dragging that's following around on the mouse, or in the case of a mobile device, this would be your finger. So basically what is following me around is of course also completely under your control. So let's go now and take a look at how this was set up. And also what I want to point out is that notice that the list on the left is a scrollable list, so it has drag events to scroll the list. So there needs to be a way to differentiate between dragging to scroll the list as opposed to dragging to move items. And the way that we have done that in this example is we've indicated that if you just simply start dragging on the list, then that's regarded as an attempt to scroll the list. However, if you tap and hold on the list for a certain period of time, then we've now moved into drag move mode over here. So the drag, the click and hold is what initiates the move action. So let's go back now to design mode and take a look at how this was structured. So you can see that we have our two lists inside a panel card. So because they're in a panel card, we don't see a vertical scroll bar on the lists. Instead we see drag scrolling to scroll the lists. And then we have our two list controls. In this particular case, the list controls are simple static data list controls, but of course they could be SQL list controls. And then the first thing to notice is that underneath these two list controls we have some static text over here, and inside the static text we have a div which has an ID called drag drop Ellie. So this is going to be used by the JavaScript, and the key things about this particular div to notice are, number one is that it has an absolute position, and number two that it's initially set to display none. So you don't actually see it initially when the UX component is rendered. It has a background defined over here, so there's the background color, and a border radius of 4 pixels. So this is the div that you see when you're actually dragging the elements from one list into another list. So let's pause now and then go back and take a look at the actual JavaScript behind this list control.